my god, are you kidding me? Oh my god. This is so stupid. What the heck? God. Oh my god! Oh, why would you do that?
Well, here we are, playing ping pong when we ought to be working. Here's our ball volleying back and forth. One free ball, plus one net, courtesy of a local CATV station. Here's my partner Bill, and we're going to play ping pong for you.
Pong was one of the earliest arcade video games, and is a tennis sports game featuring simple two-dimensional graphics. It was one of the first video games to reach mainstream popularity. It was originally manufactured by the Atari Incorporated, who released it in 1972. Pong quickly became a success, and is the first commercially successful video game, which led to the start of the video game industry. The ESRB is a self-regulating organization that assigns age and content ratings. They were established in 1944 by the Entertainment Software Association due to violent content found in games such as Night Trap, Mortal Kombat, Lethal Enforcers, and Doom.
Doom was one of the first violent video games that led people to the question whether or not video games are becoming too violent.
Very big amount of time. When you start putting that much time into something, you got to get the time away from something else. So I think, first of all, they're a big space occupier. Okay. I think the second thing about it is there's a difference between the different kind of gaming styles. You got first-person shooter games or things like Doom and those kinds of games where they're kind of competitive. You know, I don't see a big deal with those games. I think that there's been a lot of crap made in the culture about it. And honestly, I don't know that all by themselves they really contribute very much of anything to whether a person becomes violent or not, as much as they just kind of occupy space.
According to Patrick Marquis, who has a PhD, determined that a certain combination of personality traits can help predict which young people will be more adversely affected by violent video games. Previous research has shown us that personality traits like psychoticism and aggressiveness intensify the negative effects of violent video games. Markey used the most popular psychological model of personality traits called the 5-factor model to examine these effects. Analysis of the model showed a perfect storm of traits for children who are most likely to become hostile after playing violent video games. According to Markey, those traits are high in neuroticism, easily upset, angry, depressed, and emotional, and etc.
You have to have the right social environment. You have to have a lack of limits. You've got to have a social group that either tolerates or permits a certain amount of pecking order issues.
To sum up these statements, someone's personality may be the trigger to cause anger or aggression after playing video games, much like this.
And like this.
The rating system consists of letters standing for the level of content. They are early childhood, everyone above 10 years of age, teens, mature, and adults only. These are used to protect minors from overly violent video games. Some flaws would be that it is still legal for adults to buy a video game with a mature rating for their child to play as long as the adult approves. Overall, video games affect people in different ways. Each person can have a distinct reaction to violent video games. It may be their personality, social life, or even the limited freedom they have. There are too many different factors that go into determining whether a person will be aggressive after playing these games, so it is impossible to say whether a certain game will affect everyone as a whole.
Carrie Chan Production.